What if I told you dogs go back 8,000 years? Evidence from ancient rock art reveals that our furry friends have been by our side for thousands of years, with some of the earliest pictures showing humans and dogs hunting together. These carvings, found in various locations around the world, document the long-standing relationship between people and dogs, highlighting the trust and teamwork that developed over time. Imagine early humans working alongside dogs, relying on them for help in hunting, herding, and even companionship. This bond has evolved, but the essence remains. Today, dogs are still known as man's best friend. The artistry from ancient times showcases not just the role of dogs in survival, but also their emotional connection with humans. By studying these historical representations, we gain insight into how deeply ingrained dogs are in our lives and cultures. So next time you play fetch with your pup or cuddle on the couch, remember that this loving relationship dates back millennia. Ever wondered how locusts change their behavior? Locusts have a remarkable ability to exist in two distinct behavioral states, gregarious and solitary. When these fascinating insects are solitary, they lead a quiet life, munching on plants without much fuss. However, when conditions are right, like an increase in population or a lack of resources, everything shifts. They swarm together, transforming into gregarious locusts, which are far more aggressive and social. This swarming behavior triggers not just a change in attitude, but also alters their physical appearance, as they develop brighter colors and more robust bodies. This transformation is a survival tactic, allowing them to overwhelm resources and evade predators. It's a stunning example of how dramatically life can change based on environmental cues, demonstrating nature's adaptability. So, the next time you think about locusts, remember they are not just simple insects but fascinating creatures with extraordinary capabilities. Did you know St. Patrick was once a slave? At just 16 years old, St. Patrick was captured by Irish pirates who took him to Ireland and sold him into slavery. This marked the beginning of a 6-year ordeal where he worked as a shepherd, enduring harsh conditions away from his family. During his captivity, he turned to his faith for comfort, praying constantly. Eventually, he managed to escape and return to his family in Britain. However, St. Patrick felt a calling to return to Ireland, not just to reclaim his past, but to spread Christianity, a mission that would change the landscape of Irish spirituality forever. With determination and love, he traveled across Ireland, sharing his teachings and even using the shamrock to explain the concept of the Holy Trinity. St. Patrick's journey from captivity to becoming Ireland's patron saint shows that resilience can lead to remarkable transformations. Discover Greenland's surprising history of warfare. Greenland is often viewed as a remote, icy land, but its fascinating history reveals a different story. For over 1,500 years, this vast island has been home to a tradition of long-distance warfare. Ancient Norse settlers, who arrived during the Viking Age, engaged in battles that spanned across the North Atlantic, showcasing their naval prowess and strategic skills. These conflicts not only influenced local dynamics, but also had significant impacts on trade and cultural exchanges among various populations in the region. Additionally, archaeological findings provide insights into how the harsh Arctic environment shaped tactics and weaponry. Greenland's role in global conflicts may not be widely known, but it plays a critical part in understanding the complexities of historical warfare. What else might we uncover about this icy powerhouse of history? Hard to believe, but carrot juice can be deadly. Consuming 10 gallons of carrot juice might sound like a fun challenge, but it can actually be lethal due to its extremely high vitamin A content. Carrots are healthy and packed with nutrients, but overdoing it can cause serious health issues. When you drink too much carrot juice, the body gets overwhelmed with vitamin A, leading to a condition known as hypervitaminosis A. This can result in brain swelling, nausea, dizziness, and even serious complications like liver damage. While a glass or two of fresh carrot juice can brighten your day and provide you with a boost of vitamins, moderation is key. So next time you crave that vibrant orange drink, remember, everything in excess can be dangerous. Are you ready to enjoy your carrot juice responsibly? What if I told you catfish can sting you? Catfish belong to the order Siluriformes and are fascinating creatures known for their unique characteristics, including the largest number of venomous species among vertebrates. These slippery fish have specialized venom glands located near sharp spines on their fins. When a catfish feels threatened or is mishandled, it can deliver a painful sting that can cause discomfort or injury. This natural defense mechanism is a surprising twist, as many people think of catfish as harmless bottom feeders. The venom isn't usually deadly to humans, but it can result in swelling and tenderness. Next time you're near a catfish, remember these spines and handle them with care. Understanding more about these fish helps us appreciate their role in the ecosystem and the importance of respecting all wildlife. Who knew something so familiar could have such a hidden danger? Believe it or not, we recorded sound in 1860. This remarkable achievement came from Edward Leon Scott de Martinville, who invented the phonograph, the first device capable of recording sound. Imagine a world where sound could be captured and played back. This was revolutionary. The historic recording made by Scott de Martinville holds a voice that resonates from over 160 years ago, showcasing a monumental leap in audio technology. Although his invention predated Thomas Edison's phonograph by nearly 2 decades, it paved the way for everything we enjoy today, from music to podcasts. While many of us might have heard of Edison's work, Scott's contribution laid the groundwork for how we experience sound. Just think about how different our lives would be without recorded music or voices. In many ways, this first sound marks the beginning of our audio revolution. Isn't it fascinating how this tiny invention changed the world? What if I told you about the world's largest swimming pool? This remarkable oasis is located at the San Alfonso del Mar Resort in Algarrobo, Chile, stretching an astonishing 113 meters, roughly the length of 10 football fields. Imagine a shimmering expanse of water containing over 66 million gallons of crystal clear seawater. This incredible pool isn't just impressive for its size. It boasts a vibrant blue color that sparkles under the sun, creating a slice of paradise. Tourists flock to this site, eager to paddle around or partake in various activities like kayaking and sailing. Completed in 2006, this engineering marvel has captivated visitors from around the globe, all curious to witness such a unique blend of human creativity and natural beauty. Its innovative design ensures calm swimming conditions, even with the ocean nearby. Whether you're diving into the inviting water or lounging poolside, the sheer scale and beauty of this aquatic wonder will undoubtedly leave you in awe. Why settle for ordinary when you can explore this extraordinary masterpiece? Ever wondered about figs and their tiny partners? This mutualistic relationship between the fig and the wasp is vital for the fig's life cycle. When the female wasp enters a fig, she lays her eggs while also pollinating its flowers. This unique collaboration benefits both species, as the fig provides a safe home for the wasp's offspring, ensuring they have a place to grow. In turn, the wasp helps the fig reproduce by transferring pollen between flowers. Without this partnership, figs wouldn't exist as we know them. Interestingly, figs are not just fascinating because of this relationship. They're also packed with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, making them a deliciously healthy snack. Enjoying figs can boost your overall health, promoting digestion and fighting off free radicals. Next time you bite into a juicy fig, remember the tiny wasp that played a key role in bringing it to you. Isn't nature amazing? Guess what really drives diplomacy between India and Pakistan? In a surprising twist on international relations, India and Pakistan reached a peace agreement that involved playing football together, with diplomats taking the field instead of professional athletes. This unique approach highlights the extraordinary ways in which countries can seek reconciliation. Football, often seen as a unifying force, created a platform for dialogue and understanding, quite literally kicking off discussions that usually happen behind closed doors. By trading formal negotiations for a friendly match, both nations embraced a lighthearted atmosphere, allowing tensions to ease through shared laughter and teamwork. The absurdity of using sports as a means of fostering peace underscores humanity's innate desire for connection, showcasing how a game can serve as a vital tool for diplomacy. Could sports become the key to resolving deep-rooted conflicts? Is it really true that bottled water is repurposed tap water? Many people would be shocked to learn that most bottled water in the United States is sourced from our very own tap. Major brands like Aquafina and Dasani primarily use municipal water. This water goes through basic filtration processes to remove impurities, making it safe to drink. However, the real kicker is the price tag. Consumers often pay hundreds of times more for bottled water than they would for the same water from their kitchen tap. In fact, while a bottle of branded water can cost around $1 or more, the cost per gallon for tap water is just a fraction of a cent. So next time you reach for that bottle, consider the journey it took from your tap to the store shelf. It's a surprising reality that raises questions about convenience, marketing, and our perceptions of what it means to drink water. Let's uncover the truth about World War II factory output. During the Second World War, American factory workers showcased remarkable efficiency, producing more than twice as much as their German peers, and an astounding 4 times the output of Japanese workers. This exceptional performance was a key factor in the Allied victory. Industrialist Donald Douglas famously highlighted this achievement, stating that it proved free men could outperform those who were oppressed. The scale of this production was revolutionary, with factories converting rapidly from peacetime goods to war materials like tanks, aircraft, and ammunition. Workers embraced the wartime effort, often working long hours in assembly lines filled with a sense of purpose. The contrast in output not only fueled the war machine, but also demonstrated the power of innovation and freedom in a time of global strife. How did American ingenuity and spirit lead to such a monumental difference? Did you know that opposites may not attract after all? While many people think that being different makes for a thrilling romantic relationship, studies show a different picture. Relationships often thrive when partners share the similar values, interests, and communication styles. Think about it. When you enjoy the same hobbies or have matching life goals, it's easier to connect and understand each other. Sure, differences can spark initial attraction, creating excitement and novelty. However, over time, these disparities can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Couples who find common ground tend to build a strong foundation for lasting love. So while it might be fun to date someone who's your complete opposite, for long-term happiness, it seems that sharing important beliefs and interests might be the key to making it work. What do you think is more important in a relationship? Have you ever wondered why bananas are berries? It might surprise you to learn that strawberries aren't actually classified as true berries, even though they share the name. In botanical terms, a berry has specific characteristics, such as containing seeds on the inside. Bananas meet this definition perfectly, with their tiny seeds nestled within the fruit's soft flesh. On the other hand, strawberries defy this rule by having their seeds on the outside. Imagine biting into a strawberry and spotting those little seeds. Those are actually called achenes, each one housing a seed. Cucumbers also fall under the berry category because they too carry seeds inside. This showcases how botanical classifications can often be quite different from our everyday understanding. So next time you enjoy a banana or a strawberry, remember, they belong to very different fruit families despite their deliciousness. Hard to believe, but it's only 1.5 minutes long. The world's shortest scheduled passenger flight is a remarkable journey of just 2.7 kilometers, connecting the tiny islands of Westray and Papa Westray in Scotland's Orkney Islands. Operated by Loganair, this unique flight takes less time than many quick phone calls. Passengers board a small plane, and within minutes they're landing on the neighboring island. This short trip is crucial for island residents, allowing them to travel for work, school, or medical appointments without a long ferry ride. Imagine taking off, soaring through the sky, and landing before you even finish a cup of tea. While it may seem like a tiny distance, it highlights the importance of connectivity in remote areas. Plus, the scenic views of the beautiful Orkney Islands make every second of the flight memorable. Who knew flying could feel so brief and yet so special? Most people don't know this about the fishing bat. The South American fishing bat has an incredible talent that sets it apart from many other creatures. It uses a sophisticated echolocation system, emitting high-pitched underwater squeals to locate fish hiding beneath the surface. This advanced sound-emitting ability allows the bat to hunt effectively in the murky waters of its tropical habitat. Scientists have even experimented with slowing down these sounds in a laboratory. What they discovered is astonishing. When the sounds are slowed down, they resemble deep human guttural noises, which is quite a departure from the high-frequency squeals typically heard during its hunting spree. This ability not only demonstrates the bat's keen senses, but also highlights how different species adapt uniquely to their environments. By relying on sound rather than sight, the fishing bat showcases the marvelous diversity of methods animals use to survive and thrive in nature. Isn't it fascinating to think how these incredible adaptations have evolved over time? What if I told you sharks can fart? Amazingly, among the 400 to 500 species of sharks, the Santiger shark stands out as the only one known to produce gas. While most sharks glide silently through the ocean, the Santiger has a unique way of expressing itself. Unlike many marine creatures, sharks lack the specialized organs that allow them to make sounds, which means their communication is quite limited. This intriguing fact highlights the diverse adaptations in the shark family. The Santiger shark's ability to fart likely serves several purposes, from expelling excess air to potentially signaling to other sharks. Just imagine the surprise if you ever encounter a Santiger and hear a little bubble. Nature is full of surprises, and the Santiger shark reminds us that even the most common creatures can have extraordinary traits. What other secrets do these ocean dwellers hold? Did you know akitas are tough to train? Originally bred in Japan for hunting and guarding, akitas are strong-willed and independent, traits that can make training a real challenge. While they are highly intelligent, their natural stubbornness means they often prefer to follow their own judgment rather than commands. This independent mindset can lead to a dog that might not obey unless it finds the task rewarding. To successfully train an Akita, you need a consistent, firm, and patient approach paired with early socialization. It's crucial to understand their unique temperament. They think for themselves but can also be incredibly loyal and protective. With the right mindset and techniques, your Akita can become a loving companion who respects your commands while showing off their unique personality. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Buddhist populations thrive. In Cambodia, Thailand, and Myanmar, a staggering 97% of the people in Cambodia and about 90% in Thailand practice Buddhism, making these countries some of the most Buddhist-dense regions on the planet. This ancient religion, rooted in the teachings of Siddhartha Gautama, or the Buddha, emphasizes concepts like mindfulness, compassion, and the search for enlightenment. Millions of people in these nations participate in vibrant festivals, meditate in serene temples, and follow the Eightfold Path to cultivate wisdom and ethical conduct. The rich cultures of these countries are deeply intertwined with Buddhist traditions, influencing everything from art and architecture to daily life. Monks wearing saffron robes can often be seen walking through towns, collecting alms and sharing teachings. How do you think these practices shape the communities and their values? Here's what actually happens when you eat Big Macs. Don Gorski, a Big Mac superfan from Wisconsin, has chomped down on over 30,000 of these iconic burgers since 1972. That's more than 1,000 Big Macs each year. Gorski believes that this daily dose of the sandwich contributes to his good health, and he often shares that it's his main source of nutrition. He even tracks his Big Mac consumption like a badge of honor. But does eating so many burgers really make him healthy? Nutritionists would argue that a balanced diet is key to good health, and consuming processed foods like Big Macs every day could lead to health issues in the long run. Gorski's love for the burger has made him a legend, and he's even been recognized by McDonald's. However, his story raises interesting questions about diet, health, and the choices we all make at the dinner table. Could one food truly be a health hero? Believe it or not, tea bags freshen your shoes. You might think tea bags are just for your cozy cup of tea, but they have a surprising secret. If you place unused tea bags inside your shoes overnight, they work wonders by absorbing unpleasant odors. The natural properties of the tea can neutralize smells, leaving your footwear fresh and revitalized by morning. Whether it's the last pair you wore on a long walk or those sneakers that have seen better days, tea bags come to the rescue. This simple trick not only saves your shoes from lingering odors, but also gives a slight herbal scent that can make slipping into them more pleasant. Plus, it's an eco-friendly way to repurpose those used tea bags instead of tossing them in the bin. Next time your shoes need a pick-me-up, why not give this clever hack a try? The shocking truth about dark energy revealed. And in the late 1990s, astronomers made a groundbreaking discovery. The expansion of the universe is actually speeding up. This astonishing phenomenon is attributed to dark energy, a mysterious force that makes up about 68% of our universe. Dark energy acts somewhat like an invisible hand, exerting a repulsive force that drives galaxies farther apart from each other, altering our understanding of cosmic evolution. Before this discovery, scientists believed that gravity would eventually halt the expansion or even reverse it over billions of years. Instead, dark energy's influence has resulted in a universe that is not only expanding, but doing so at an accelerating rate. This finding has sparked a flurry of research and debate within the scientific community as researchers strive to understand the nature and origins of dark energy. What is this elusive force, and how does it impact the fate of the cosmos? As we delve deeper into these questions, we unlock new mysteries about our universe and our place within it. Most people don't know this, but luxury restrooms exist. Located on the 6th floor of Deji Plaza in Nanjing, China, the world's most luxurious public restroom is a remarkable design by the architecture studio X Plus Living. Step inside and you'll feel as if you've entered a spring garden, thanks to beautiful decor that features vibrant flowers and lush plants. The restroom's standout elements include a stunning butterfly wing-shaped floor, which creates a whimsical atmosphere, and a golden ceiling adorned with intricate bee figures that brings a touch of elegance. This isn't just any ordinary restroom. It's also fully accessible for individuals with disabilities, ensuring that everyone can enjoy this unique experience. With its thoughtful design and luxurious touches, this restroom redefines what a public bathroom can be, transforming an everyday space into a delightful retreat. Who knew that the humble restroom could offer such a lavish escape in the heart of a bustling city? Believe it or not, river sailing is a real commute. In Basel, Switzerland, some adventurous residents choose to sail along the Rhine River instead of using traditional public transport. Picture this. They hop onto small boats, bags packed with their essentials, and let the gentle current guide them toward home. This charming practice showcases Basel's special connection to its waterways, transforming what could be a mundane journey into a breezy, enjoyable ride. Residents can soak in the stunning views of the historic architecture while gliding along the water, making daily commutes feel like mini vacations. This unique transportation method not only promotes a sustainable way of getting around, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the beauty of the city. Have you ever considered sailing home instead of sitting in traffic? Believe it or not, email started with QWERTY. Back in 1971, a computer engineer named Ray Tomlinson sent the very first email message. While today we communicate daily through emails that can hold thousands of words, this initial message was just a simple string of letters. Tomlinson was experimenting with a program that allowed users to send files between computers over a network, which was a groundbreaking idea at the time. He chose the letters QWERTY, which are simply adjacent on the keyboard, primarily to test the technology. This humble beginning marked a huge leap in communication technology, paving the way for the instant connectivity we enjoy now. Can you imagine how different our lives would be without emails? From personal chats to crucial business communications, email transformed how we interact across the globe. Today, billions of emails are sent every day, proving that even the smallest ideas can lead to monumental changes. So next time you hit send, remember Ray Tomlinson's quirky first message. Have you ever wondered why we can smell water? Humans have an extraordinary ability to detect the smell of water, particularly a compound known as geosmin, at concentrations so low that they reach just 5 parts per trillion. This surprising sensitivity is even stronger than sharks' famous ability to detect blood in the water. So why did we develop such a keen sense? It likely evolved to help our ancestors find fresh water, which is crucial for survival. In nature, staying near water sources means better chances for life, as water is vital not only for drinking, but also for growing food and supporting other species. Thus, our noses have become finely tuned instruments to sniff out this essential resource. Imagine walking in a forest and catching a whiff of fresh, earthy water from miles away. This remarkable ability highlights how evolution shapes our senses to meet basic needs. What a fascinating connection to our environment. Guess what really drives Volkswagen's brand diversity? Volkswagen is not just a car manufacturer, it's a powerhouse that owns a stunning lineup of luxury and high-performance brands. This includes prominent names like Audi, which is known for its sleek designs and cutting-edge technology, and Lamborghini, famous for its thrilling supercars that turn heads everywhere. Then there's Bentley, synonymous with elegance and opulence, and Bugatti, which is simply a name tied to ultimate speed. Ducati represents the thrilling world of motorcycles, catering to those who crave adventure on two wheels. Each of these brands showcases Volkswagen's commitment to innovation and quality, while also appealing to different segments of consumers. From everyday drivers seeking reliability to enthusiasts yearning for speed and flair, Volkswagen's diverse portfolio allows it to target various markets successfully. This strategy not only enhances the company's reputation, but also drives significant sales worldwide. So next time you see a luxury car display, remember the Volkswagen Group is behind some of the most coveted names in the automotive world. Did you know Idaho Falls has a motorcycle law for seniors? In this unique Idaho city, there's a surprising legal twist. People aged 88 and older aren't allowed to ride motorcycles. This unusual law likely stems from a genuine concern for the safety of older adults. Riding a motorcycle requires quick reflexes, balance, and a certain level of physical strength that can diminish with age. By putting this regulation in place, the city aims to protect senior citizens from potential accidents that might arise from these challenges. While the law may seem odd to some, it highlights the importance of safety and awareness regarding the capabilities of older riders. Have you ever thought about how such age-specific laws could impact lives or even be found in other states? This law might raise eyebrows, but it serves a significant purpose. Is it really true that this word is the longest? The word pneumonultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis is famous for being the longest word in the English language. This mouthful refers to a serious lung disease caused by inhaling very fine silica dust, often found in mines or during certain industrial activities. Imagine trying to say that word quickly. It has 45 letters and was coined in the 1930s as a way to serve as a word of the year, designed to impress and highlight the complexity of scientific terminology. While it may sound impressive, doctors usually just call it pneumoconiosis for short. Although this term isn't found in doctors' offices every day, it serves as a reminder of the importance of air quality and the risks of inhaling harmful particles. Can you think of other long words that might compete with this one? Can you feel the power of the impossible dream? This iconic song from the Broadway musical Man of La Mancha captures deep emotions and lofty aspirations, connecting with people of all ages. Written by composer Mitch Lee and lyricist Joe Darian, the song tells the story of a knight who dreams of achieving the impossible while facing the harshness of reality. Its stirring melody and heartfelt lyrics inspire listeners to chase their dreams, no matter how distant they may seem. The themes of hope, perseverance, and courage resonate in various life situations, making it a timeless anthem for anyone striving to overcome challenges. Since its debut in 1965, The Impossible Dream has appeared in countless performances, from high school productions to professional stages, enchanting audiences everywhere. The song's universal message has even found its way into popular culture, frequently referenced in films and television shows. So whether you're an aspiring artist or a teenager navigating a tough time, the song reminds us all that pursuing our dreams is worth the fight. Who wouldn't want to hold on to that kind of inspiration? Ever thought about why healthcare projects often start with negotiation? In the initial phase of any healthcare project, Professionals juggle emergency response with negotiation strategies that have been fine-tuned over time. Why is this mix so crucial? Well, healthcare settings can present unique challenges, from sudden patient influxes to unexpected supply shortages. By implementing these strategies early on, teams can quickly address urgent needs while also ensuring that all stakeholders, from doctors to suppliers, are on the same page. This combination helps maintain calm and efficiency when time is of the essence. For example, if a new clinic opens in a busy area, negotiating with local suppliers and emergency services can mean the difference between a smooth launch and a chaotic opening day. So, understanding the importance of these initial steps is key to the success of healthcare projects. Guess what really drives the Tour de France titles? The 7 Tour de France titles from 1999 to 2005 remain unclaimed due to some serious doping scandals involving Lance Armstrong and other top finishers. In what was supposed to be the pinnacle of cycling excellence, those years became clouded with suspicion and controversy. Armstrong, once celebrated as a cycling legend, was later stripped of his titles after revelations of extensive doping practices. The impact was huge, not just for him, but for the entire sport. Other athletes from that era faced similar scrutiny, leading to a dark time for professional cycling. The Tour de France, a race that symbolizes endurance and fair play, now carries a weight of doubt from that period. With no official champions for those years, fans are left wondering, how would history look different if those records were clean? The shadow of those scandals still looms over the race today. Ever seen the world through an insect's eyes? Some insects and small birds enjoy a unique superpower. They perceive their surroundings in slow motion. This incredible ability comes from their brain's capacity to process information faster than larger animals like elephants. Imagine you're a tiny dragonfly zipping around the sky. While you dart away from a hungry predator, your brain is busy taking in details at lightning speed. This heightened perception helps these small creatures react quickly to sudden movements, dodging danger like a pro. In contrast, larger animals experience the world at a more leisurely pace, giving them less time to react to threats. For instance, an elephant will process its surroundings more slowly, which can sometimes make it vulnerable. This fascinating difference in perception showcases the incredible diversity of life on our planet and the various adaptations that help animals survive. So the next time you spot a fluttering butterfly or a buzzing bee, remember that they might just be experiencing life in a completely different dimension. This might surprise you. Samsung can disable your TV. Samsung has developed a unique feature in their TVs that allows them to remotely disable units equipped with a television block function. When these TVs are connected to the internet, they constantly check their serial codes against Samsung servers. If a match is found, typically linked to theft or unauthorized sales, the TV will simply stop working. This clever mechanism is designed to combat cargo theft and ensure that products are sold through authorized retailers only. Imagine purchasing a new TV only to find out it's been disabled because it was stolen or sold illegally. While this feature can protect against dishonest practices, it also raises questions about consumer rights and ownership. After all, how do you feel about a company having the power to turn off a device you own? Did you know London embraced sumo wrestling back in 1991? This exciting sport made its UK debut when the city hosted its first official sumo championship, marking a significant cultural crossover. With its roots deep in Japan, sumo wrestling is not just about strength. It's a rich tradition filled with rituals and history. The event attracted many fans and introduced spectators to the unique techniques and ceremonies of this age-old sport. Fast forward to October 2025, London is set to once again welcome this vibrant competition, making it only the second time a sumo tournament occurs outside Japan. This upcoming event promises to bring the thrill of sumo, with athletes from around the globe showcasing their skills. It's a great opportunity for fans to experience the power and grace of sumo right in their own city. Are you excited for this cultural event that connects two worlds? Can you handle the bullet ant challenge? For young men of the Satere-Mao tribe in the Brazilian Amazon, initiation isn't just a walk in the park. It's a test of bravery and endurance. This fascinating rite of passage involves enduring the painful sting of over 300 bullet ants, known for having one of the most excruciating stings in the insect kingdom. The initiation starts with the young men placing their hands into specialized gloves stuffed with these fierce ants, which bite and sting repeatedly. This experience is not only about enduring pain, it symbolizes the transition into manhood and shows their strength and resilience. After the initiation, these young men are celebrated as warriors, gaining respect and a new role in their community. This cultural tradition highlights the rich tapestry of human experiences and the lengths that societies will go to mark significant life changes. Would you dare to take on the bullet ant challenge? Is it really true that love letters vanished in Victorian times? Absolutely. During the Victorian era, the way people handled relationships and emotions took a very different path compared to today. When a romance ended, it was quite common for individuals to refrain from retrieving love letters exchanged between partners. This practice aimed to protect both parties from emotional distress, allowing them to move on without constant reminders of their past. Imagine being able to express your deepest feelings in a letter, only to have it sealed away forever if things turn sour. The societal norms of the time emphasized decorum and emotional restraint. So many chose to let these letters fade into history rather than risk reopening old wounds. This intriguing custom sheds light on the complexities of love and loss in a time when romance was both celebrated and frowned upon. How do you think this practice shaped people's views on love? Here's what actually happens when you smoke in China. China has the highest number of smokers in the world, with over 350 million people lighting up regularly. This staggering figure is not just a statistic, it reflects deep-rooted cultural norms and aggressive marketing strategies that promote tobacco use. Despite global efforts to cut down on smoking, tobacco consumption in China remains alarmingly high, with smokers puffing through more than 2 trillion cigarettes each year. The Chinese government has tried to fight this trend by implementing smoking bans in public places, but the impact has been limited. Public health challenges remain significant, as persistent smoking habits contribute to serious health issues like lung cancer and heart disease. Tackling this problem is complex, requiring a combination of education, policy changes, and support for those wanting to quit. So what steps can we take to curb smoking in the world's largest smoking community? Is it really true that Birth of a Nation sparked outrage? This film, released in 1915, ignited a firestorm of controversy thanks to its troubling portrayal of African Americans and its glorification of the Ku Klux Klan. While it was celebrated for its groundbreaking cinematic techniques, the way it shaped public perception of race drew sharp criticism. Many viewed it as a harmful narrative that reinforced racist stereotypes and distorted historical facts. The backlash led to protests and a larger conversation about how media can influence society's views. Birth of a Nation stands as a crucial example of the power of storytelling in media and the importance of handling sensitive topics thoughtfully. Today, we still wrestle with the legacy of such films, questioning how they affect our understanding of history and race. How can we ensure that storytelling promotes understanding rather than division? Guess what really drives health issues today? Garam Romawi, a little-known term linked to fermentation processes, plays a surprising role in our health. You might not be familiar with the word versacuno, but it's crucial when discussing this topic. Fermentation is a common practice in many cultures, often used for preserving food or crafting beverages like yogurt and kombucha. While these processes can enhance flavor and provide beneficial probiotics, they can also lead to disease if not managed properly. Garam Romawi has been identified as a source of harmful pathogens that might thrive in improperly fermented products. This means that while you enjoy your favorite fermented foods, there's a thin line between health benefits and potential health risks. Understanding how these processes affect our bodies can help us make better food choices. Always ensure whatever you consume is properly prepared and stored to avoid unexpected health issues. So next time you reach for a fermented snack or drink, consider its origins. Could there be hidden dangers lurking within? Did Did you know Louisiana sheriffs collect taxes too? In this unique state, the role of sheriffs goes beyond just enforcing the law. They also have the authority to collect taxes. This dual responsibility gives sheriffs significant power within their communities. A famous example is Harry Lee, who served as the sheriff of Jefferson Parish. When he dropped out of the 1995 gubernatorial race, he famously quipped, "Why would I want to be governor when I can be king?" This statement illustrates the substantial influence sheriffs wield in Louisiana. They are trusted figures in their counties, managing everything from law enforcement to tax collection, which uniquely connects them to local citizens. The blend of these responsibilities creates a powerful position, allowing sheriffs to significantly impact both community safety and local funding. How do you think this affects their relationship with residents? Curious how Cristiano Ronaldo guards his privacy? The famous soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo, is not just known for his exceptional skills on the field, but also for how he skillfully protects his private life from the media spotlight. Despite being one of the most recognizable celebrities globally, Ronaldo uses several clever strategies to maintain his personal space. For example, he often shares carefully curated glimpses into his life on social media, allowing fans to connect with him while keeping certain aspects away from public eye. He also takes measures like choosing less public venues for family outings and using security teams to ensure his family's safety. By controlling the narrative around his life, he cleverly manages what fans and the media can see, helping to create a sense of normalcy amid the chaos of fame. This balancing act between public interest and personal privacy raises questions about how other celebrities handle similar pressures. What do you think about this approach to privacy? Meet the golden dart frog, nature's tiny poison factory. This incredible creature resides in the vibrant rainforests of Colombia and Panama, and it holds the title of the most toxic vertebrate on Earth. Imagine a small, colorful frog, often no bigger than a dime, packing enough venom to potentially kill 10 adult humans. The golden dart frog's skin secretes a potent toxin called batrachotoxin, which is so powerful that just a tiny amount can be lethal. Indigenous people historically use this toxin to coat their blowgun darts, making hunting not only a skill, but also a deadly endeavor. The bright colors of these frogs signal danger to predators, a classic example of nature's warning system. Interestingly, these frogs derive their toxicity from their diet, specifically from the ants and other small insects they consume in the wild. In captivity, without access to these specific food sources, they lose their deadly power. Isn't it fascinating how such a small animal can have such a significant impact? Prepare to be amazed by plastic bottles replacing glass. In the 1970s, a remarkable shift occurred in the beverage industry when plastic bottles started taking over from traditional glass containers. This change wasn't just a minor tweak, it completely revolutionized how we enjoy soft drinks. Plastic bottles are lighter, which made them easier to carry and transport. They're also cheaper to produce, allowing companies to offer more affordable prices to consumers. Another huge advantage is that they are shatterproof, meaning fewer accidents and injuries from broken glass. Thanks to these benefits, plastic bottles quickly became the go-to choice for many soft drink brands, not only transforming our shopping habits, but also changing how we enjoy beverages at picnics and parties. Fast forward to today, and it's hard to imagine soft drinks without those colorful, handy plastic bottles. Have you ever wondered how this shift has impacted the environment? Prepare to be amazed by how fear can shape us. Paganophobia is the fear of beards, and it can have a surprising impact on people's lives. Imagine walking into a room and suddenly feeling anxious or even panicky just because someone with a beard is present. This isn't just a quirky dislike. For some individuals, this intense fear can stem from negative past experiences or cultural influences. Perhaps they encountered a bearded person in a scary movie or had a bad experience in real life. Whatever the cause, it's a real emotional hurdle that can make social situations feel challenging. Interestingly, the fear isn't about the beards themselves, but rather what they represent in the mind of the person affected. Understanding phobias like paganophobia helps us realize how diverse human experiences can be and reminds us of the different ways people relate to the world around them. What does your fear reveal about you? Did you catch Mike Tyson in The Hangover? In this hilarious comedy film, Tyson makes a memorable appearance as a caricatured version of himself. The story revolves around a group of friends who head to Las Vegas for a bachelor party that quickly spirals into chaos. Amidst the craziness, Tyson's character not only provides comic relief, but also plays a crucial part in the protagonist's quest to unravel the wild night they can't remember. Picture this. After an unforgettable night filled with antics, missing friends, and a baby tiger, Tyson shows up to reclaim his stolen championship belt, leading to some of the movie's funniest moments. His charm and larger-than-life persona blend seamlessly with the chaotic energy of the film, making it a fan favorite. Tyson's unexpected foray into comedy shows that he can deliver laughs just as well as punches, connecting with audiences far beyond the boxing ring. So whether you're a boxing fan or just love a good laugh, Tyson's role in The Hangover is a highlight you can't overlook. What happens when your neighborhood gets too noisy? This was a major concern for many communities, leading to a law designed to maintain peace and quiet in residential neighborhoods. The law highlighted a cultural emphasis on order, respect for public spaces, and strict noise control. Imagine living next door to someone blasting music late at night or hosting rowdy parties. Such disturbances can easily disrupt the harmony of a neighborhood. Although this particular rule is no longer enforced, it remains a quirky example of how even minor actions, like the volume of a barbecue or the sound of kids playing, can be regulated to promote societal balance. These regulations reflect how societies value tranquility and the well-being of their residents. People want to be considerate neighbors, and rules like this demonstrate an effort to create a peaceful living environment. While many might find it amusing today, this law served a real purpose, showing how communities prioritizing harmony can influence everyday life. Isn't it fascinating how local laws shape our interactions? Have you ever seen a futuristic electric vehicle? The Tweezers is not just any small electric vehicle. It stands out with its unique design and innovative features. With a sleek, asymmetrical shape, it captures attention wherever it goes. One of its coolest features is the gull-wing door on the driver's side, providing easy access while adding a touch of flair. On the passenger side, you'll find an open space, making it feel even more modern and inviting. But what really sets the Tweezers apart is its removable battery. You can charge it at any standard socket, which means no more hunting for special chargers. This practicality, combined with its bold design, makes it an exciting option for urban commuters. As cities push for greener transportation, electric vehicles like the Tweezers could be the stylish solution many are looking for. Are you ready to embrace the future of driving? Guess what really drives the most premature twin story? Adia Leyland and Adriel Lucanataraja made history when they were born on March 4, 2022 in Canada, as the most premature twins ever recorded. Arriving a remarkable 126 days early at just 22 weeks of gestation, these tiny fighters faced incredible odds. Adia weighed in at a mere 1.6 pounds, while her brother Adriel was even smaller at just 14.8 ounces. Their birth is a stunning testament to advancements in neonatal care. Both babies needed specialized medical attention immediately after birth, showcasing the marvels of medicine today. They spent significant time in the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, NICU, where dedicated staff worked tirelessly to monitor their progress and ensure their survival. Their journey has raised awareness about the challenges premature infants face and the importance of research in improving outcomes. The inspiring story of these twins illustrates not just scientific achievement, but also the resilience of life. How can such a tiny beginning lead to a lifetime of possibilities? Discover the first untethered spacewalk in history. In 1984, astronaut Bruce McCandless accomplished something that seemed like a scene from a science fiction movie. He floated 328 feet away from his spacecraft without any physical connection. This groundbreaking event marked a significant milestone for space exploration. Equipped with a unique backpack containing 24 nitrogen jets, McCandless navigated the vastness of space, using precise bursts of gas to steer himself. Imagine being miles above Earth, surrounded by the darkness of space, with only your skill and technology keeping you safe. McCandless's achievement opened the door for new possibilities in space missions, showing that astronauts could operate independently outside their spacecraft. This courageous venture not only expanded our understanding of what is possible in space, but also inspired future generations to think big about exploration. What more can we discover beyond our planet? Did you know the Amazon River is the largest? This remarkable river boasts the greatest water volume of any river in the world, a title that makes it truly special. Flowing over 4,000 miles through South America, the Amazon winds its way through dense rainforests, nurturing diverse ecosystems along the way. Its water volume is about 209,000 cubic meters per second, which is more than the next 7 largest rivers combined. This immense flow supports countless species of fish, birds, and mammals, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. The Amazon River not only plays a crucial role in the local environment, but also influences global weather patterns. It releases vast amounts of moisture into the atmosphere, affecting rainfall across regions far from its banks. Additionally, the river is vital for the indigenous communities who rely on its waters for transportation, food, and cultural practices. With so many unique aspects, the Amazon River is not just the largest by volume, but also a lifeline for biodiversity and human life. How fascinating is that? Can you imagine that bats can truly fly? Unlike flying squirrels that can only glide from one place to another, bats are the only mammals equipped for sustained flight. Their unique wings are fascinating because they consist of a stretchy membrane of skin called the patagium, which is stretched across their elongated finger bones. This design not only allows bats to maneuver skillfully through the air, but it also provides them with incredible agility and speed. While flapping their wings, bats can change direction rapidly, making them expert hunters, especially at night. This capability helps them catch insects, which are their primary food source, all while evading predators. Bats play a crucial role in ecosystems, pollinating plants and dispersing seeds. So next time you see a bat zip through the night sky, remember that they're not just gliding, they're flying with style. Ever wonder how bile colors your poop? Bile, a fascinating digestive fluid produced by your liver, plays a crucial role in how we process food and even how our waste looks. This fluid contains pigments that give human waste its distinctive brownish-green color. If you've ever noticed changes in the hue of your poop, diet can be a big factor. For example, eating lots of beets can turn it reddish. Additionally, the speed of your digestion affects the color too. If food travels too quickly through your intestines, bile doesn't have enough time to do its job, resulting in lighter-colored waste. If there were no bile at all, our poop would be much paler, resembling the color of clay. It's a reminder of how interconnected our bodies are. What we eat really does impact everything, right down to the color of our waste. Here's a wild fact about Thanksgiving cooking. An engineer turned his gaming computer into an unconventional oven to cook an entire Thanksgiving dinner. By modifying the liquid cooling system of his powerful gaming rig, he was able to heat water inside a container, creating a unique cooking environment. The idea came from his love for technology and his desire to make use of his high-performance machine in a novel way. Instead of just gaming, he boiled, steamed, and even baked his turkey, stuffing, and sides using this creative setup. The process involved precise temperatures and monitoring, showing off both his engineering skills and culinary creativity. While this might sound like a quirky science project, it highlights how innovative thinking can transform everyday technology into something extraordinary. Who knew your gaming computer could double as a cooking appliance? Discover the unique feat of the Vedoma tribe. The Vedoma tribe of Zimbabwe is fascinating, primarily due to a remarkable genetic mutation called extradactyly. This condition causes some members to have feet that resemble bird claws, a striking feature that can make everyday tasks quite challenging. Shopping for shoes becomes a real adventure, as traditional footwear often doesn't fit these unique feet properly. This unique adaptation has formed the culture and lifestyle of the Vedoma in compelling ways, showcasing the amazing diversity of human genetics. While some may find this characteristic unusual, it serves as a reminder of how different we can be and how our bodies can adapt to various environments. By understanding conditions like extradactyly, we not only learn about the Vedoma tribe, but also embrace the wonders of human variation. Isn't it incredible how such characteristics shape lives and communities? What if Kim Kardashian used sign language in school? During her school years, Kim Kardashian creatively learned the alphabet in American Sign Language, ASL, and found a clever way to communicate with her friends during tests. Instead of relying on spoken words, she and her buddies would fingerspell answers to each other from across the classroom. This unique approach not only highlights her resourcefulness, but also showcases her early penchant for thinking outside the box. Although this wasn't the intended use of ASL, it adds a fun and humorous chapter to her life story. Fast forward to today, Kardashian has shifted her focus from school pranks to serious matters like law reform, but she still chuckles at those childhood days. This anecdote reminds us that creativity can emerge in the most unexpected ways, even in a test-taking situation. What if I told you about Tesla's amazing tribute? In Palo Alto, California, a striking statue of Nikola Tesla stands tall, not just as a tribute to the brilliant inventor, but also as a hotspot for modern technology. This impressive structure pays homage to the man who profoundly changed our understanding of electricity and technology. But here's the cool part. It offers free Wi-Fi to everyone who visits. That's right. While admiring the statue, people can connect to the internet, making it a popular spot for tech enthusiasts and visitors alike. This unique blend of art and utility captures the spirit of innovation that Tesla championed. So if you ever find yourself in the heart of Silicon Valley, take a moment to appreciate this fascinating monument that honors the past while serving the needs of today's digital world. Isn't it delightful how the legacy of a genius like Tesla lives on in such creative ways? This might surprise you. Gabby the German Shepherd saved the day. In 1987, at the Belgrade Zoo, a scary situation unfolded when a jaguar escaped its enclosure. But not all hope was lost thanks to Gabby, a brave German Shepherd. When she saw the jaguar threatening a zookeeper, Gabby didn't hesitate. She jumped into action, barking and lunging at the wildcat to protect her human friend. Her courageous act not only defended the zookeeper, but also showcased the incredible bond between animals and people. Gabby's bravery didn't go unnoticed. Locals and visitors were inspired by her heroic actions. To honor her dedication and fearlessness, a statue was erected at the zoo, serving as a tribute to her as a true hero. Gabby's story reminds us of the special role dogs can play in our lives, often stepping up when we need them the most. How many more stories like Gabby's exist? Believe it or not, Michael Jackson's Heartbeat inspired a hit. The iconic song Smooth Criminal is not just famous for its catchy tune and thrilling lyrics, it also features a unique element that truly makes it one of a kind. The pulsing beats you hear in the background actually come from the real heartbeat of Michael Jackson himself. This rhythmic heartbeat adds a vital layer to the track, enhancing the intense vibe of the song. Produced by the legendary Quincy Jones and released in 1987, Smooth Criminal blends pop with rock in a way that kept audiences grooving. The heartbeat, recorded and layered in the studio, serves as a clever reminder of the emotional drive behind Jackson's music. It symbolizes the excitement and urgency in the song, making it an unforgettable experience. So the next time you listen, take a moment to appreciate how this unique touch truly brings the music to life. Did you know Coca-Cola's logo shines even in the dark? This iconic logo was carefully designed to be instantly recognizable, even in challenging conditions. The creators wanted it to stand out in low-light environments and from afar, which explains its bold and flowing script. The distinctive red and white colors are not just eye-catching, they also invoke feelings of happiness and excitement, making it an unforgettable brand symbol. Coca-Cola invested a lot of time into its typography to ensure that whether you're at a concert, a sporting event, or even driving by, you can identify the logo easily. It's a great example of how design elements can impact our perception. So the next time you see that familiar logo, remember it wasn't just a random choice. This design was meticulously crafted to be bold and clear, whether it's day or night. What if I told you Yuzcar is the Smurf village? This charming town in Spain initially aimed to return to its traditional white houses after a promotional campaign featuring the beloved blue characters. However, the locals had a change of heart. They decided to embrace the vibrant blue color that transformed their village into a real-life Smurf paradise. With its stunning views of the surrounding mountains and charming architecture, Yuzcar became a popular destination for tourists eager to capture their own magical moments. The residents voted to keep the blue, officially designating their home as the Smurf Village, celebrating not only their unique identity, but also the joy it brings to visitors. Now the village buzzes with excitement, hosting Smurf-themed events and drawing fans of all ages. Tourists can stroll through the colorful streets, take photos, and even enjoy local delicacies in a whimsical setting. Yuzcar serves as a fantastic example of how community spirit can transform a place and create a fun atmosphere that appeals to everyone, proving that sometimes change can be truly wonderful. What if George Clooney joined South Park? George Clooney, the renowned actor and filmmaker, has a surprising connection to the animated series South Park. Despite its edgy humor and often controversial topics, Clooney has expressed his admiration for the show and has even hinted at a desire to make a cameo appearance. South Park, created by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, is known for its bold satire, tackling everything from pop culture to political issues with a fearless approach. Clooney's involvement would not only add star power to the series, but also provide a unique twist, given the show's reputation for lampooning celebrities. This prospect raises questions about how his character might be portrayed and what themes he would tackle. Given Clooney's knack for both comedy and drama, an appearance on South Park could be a perfect blend of wit and humor, showcasing his versatility. Fans of both the actor and the show eagerly wonder if this collaboration might someday become a reality. Guess what really drives modern music notation? It all traces back to a monk named Guido of Arezzo, who revolutionized how we read music over 1,000 years ago. Before his innovative system, singing was mainly learned through oral tradition, making it challenging for many to master melodies. Guido introduced a clear and structured way to represent musical notes using lines and spaces, which helped singers easily identify pitches and rhythms. He also developed the solfege system, using syllables like do, ire, mi to teach scales. This transformation not only simplified music education, but also laid the groundwork for the musical scores we use today. Imagine how different our favorite songs would sound if we had to learn them by ear alone. Thanks to Guido's creativity, musicians can share their art more freely and connect with audiences worldwide. Isn't it fascinating how a single person can influence something so universal? Let's uncover the truth about turquoise gems. Turquoise is more than just a beautiful stone. It's the official state gem of Arizona and New Mexico. This striking blue-green gem has a rich history, cherished by Native American cultures for centuries. For many tribes, turquoise represents spirit, history, and protection, playing a vital role in their traditions and beliefs. From stunning jewelry to ceremonial artifacts, this gemstone has adorned many items, symbolizing strength and resilience. Artisans handcraft pieces that not only reflect personal style, but also carry cultural significance. In addition to its beauty, turquoise is believed to have healing properties, promoting tranquility and balance. The vibrant hue of this gem connects wearers to nature and the sky, making it a favorite in fashion and art. Visiting the Southwest, you might find shops filled with intricate turquoise jewelry, showcasing the craftsmanship passed down through generations. So next time you see this captivating gem, think about the deep cultural heritage it embodies. What stories does your turquoise piece carry? Here's a wild fact about General Rommel's fate. General Erwin Rommel, known as the Desert Fox, was a key figure in World War II, commanding German troops in North Africa. However, his fortunes changed dramatically in 1944 when he was implicated in a conspiracy to assassinate Adolf Hitler. Facing death for treason, Rommel was offered a grim choice: take cyanide and avoid public execution. He accepted, ending his life to protect his family from repercussions. The Nazis, keen on preserving morale and their image, staged an elaborate state funeral. They falsely announced that Rommel had died from injuries suffered in battle. This deception allowed the regime to maintain an illusion of unity and strength, while the reality was quite different. Rommel remains a complex figure, admired for his military tactics, yet entangled in the dark legacy of the Nazi regime. His life and untimely death reflect the intense pressures and moral dilemmas of wartime leadership. What does this tell us about loyalty and betrayal in history? Did you know Rory Gilmore was played by a teen? Alexis Bledel, who brought the beloved character to life in Gilmore Girls, was just 19 when production started. This age difference between actors and their roles is actually quite common in Hollywood. Many young actors portray teenage characters, helping to add authenticity and relatability to the story. It's fascinating how the casting process selects actors that are close in age to their characters, allowing them to draw from their own experiences. For Bledel, stepping into the shoes of the bookish and ambitious Rory meant portraying the ups and downs of high school and early adulthood, something she could personally connect to at that age. This blend of youthful energy and talent helped make Gilmore Girls a timeless classic, resonating with viewers of all generations. Have you ever wondered how age plays a role in casting decisions? Did you know that 12% of the world is affected? This surprising statistic refers to the visual impact of pollution in China, a country grappling with severe air quality issues. Despite its rapid economic growth, which has significantly improved living standards, many citizens face health risks due to subpar air. The gray, hazy skies serve as a daily reminder of the pollution problems stemming from industrial emissions and vehicle exhausts. In cities like Beijing, the air can feel thick and oppressive, prompting residents to wear masks and rely on air purifiers at home. This visual impact not only influences health, but also shapes public perception and behaviors. Many people are now advocating for greener energy solutions and stricter regulations on emissions to combat this dire situation. The effects are not just local, they resonate globally, affecting climate change and sparking discussions about pollution control everywhere. How can we collectively tackle this issue? Prepare to be amazed by starling murmurations. These stunning aerial displays are a remarkable sight, showcasing how thousands of starlings move in perfect harmony. When a flock takes to the sky, each bird instinctively reacts to the movements of its neighbors, creating intricate patterns that can dance, twist, and swirl through the air. What's fascinating is that there is no leader directing this aerial ballet. Rather, it's a brilliant example of collective behavior. Scientists believe this coordination helps the flock evade predators and navigate their surroundings more effectively. As they flock together, the starlings form dazzling shapes that can appear like a living cloud, capturing the imagination of anyone watching. So next time you see a group of starlings in flight, take a moment to appreciate the beauty of these murmurations and the clever teamwork of nature at play. Believe it or not, beer goggles are real. Researchers have created actual goggles designed to mimic the blurry, distorted vision that comes from drinking alcohol. These innovative goggles use special distortion lenses that make nearby objects appear much farther away, cleverly simulating the effects of being tipsy. The goal isn't just to entertain, they aim to raise awareness about the dangers of drunk driving and the impact of alcohol on vision. By providing a hands-on experience, these goggles help people understand how difficult it can be to judge distances and navigate safely after drinking. It's a fun and engaging way to get the message across, sparking conversations about responsible drinking. So next time you think about drinking, consider how those beer goggles could cloud your vision and your judgment. What lessons could we learn from this humorous twist? What if I told you about Japan's unusual banishment rooms? In some Japanese companies, these strange spaces exist to pressure employees into resigning. Workers might find themselves in a room where they're assigned tedious, pointless tasks or simply left in isolation. This practice raises serious ethical concerns regarding workplace culture. Instead of having direct conversations about performance or fit, companies opt for an indirect approach, which can leave employees feeling devalued and confused. Critics argue that this method overlooks the importance of open communication and can lead to toxic environments. As workers grapple with these experiences, the question arises, is it fair for companies to manage unwanted staff in such a manner? This dilemma showcases a significant cultural clash between traditional workplace hierarchy and the modern push for employee well-being. Here's a wild fact about your brain. The myth that humans only use 10% of their brains is completely false. In reality, neuroscience shows that we utilize all parts of our brain, but not all at once. Different brain areas light up depending on the task at hand. For example, when you are solving a math problem, the areas responsible for logical reasoning and numerical processing become more active. If you're enjoying music, other regions linked to emotion and memory kick in. This means your brain is a busy hub, constantly switching between different networks to handle everything from breathing and movement to creative thinking and complex problem solving. So next time you hear someone mention the 10% myth, you can confidently share the truth. Your brain is working hard and using its entire capacity in various ways every single day. Isn't that fascinating? Is it really true that yawning lasts 6 seconds? Most people associate yawning with feeling tired or bored, but it turns out there's much more to this simple act. On average, a yawn lasts about 6 seconds, which is just long enough to help regulate our brain temperature and increase oxygen intake. When you yawn, your body takes in more air, allowing your brain to function better. Interestingly, yawning isn't just a human behavior. It's contagious and can be observed in many species. For instance, when one monkey yawns, others in the group often follow suit. This suggests that yawning might have evolved as a social communication tool among animals, helping to synchronize their behavior. So the next time you find yourself in a room full of yawners, remember that it's not just fatigue spreading. It's a fascinating example of how our brains and bodies work together in social situations. Isn't it amazing how something so simple can have such a powerful impact? Is it really true that Christian Bale transforms his body? Christian Bale is famous for his incredible physical makeovers for his film roles, taking dedication to a whole new level. For example, while preparing for his role in The Machinist, he dropped more than 60 pounds through a rigorous diet that included almost no carbs and minimal calories. This drastic weight loss was shocking, but Bale didn't stop there. Only a few months later, he bulked up significantly, gaining over 90 pounds of muscle to take on the iconic character of Batman in The Dark Knight. This intense transformation included a demanding workout regimen and a high-protein diet, showcasing his commitment to realism in his performances. Bale's ability to drastically change his physique for different roles raises questions about the extremes actors will go to for their craft. How do these transformations affect their health and well-being in the long run? This might surprise you. Socotra Island is a treasure. This remote location is like a botanical time capsule, boasting a remarkable 37% of its plant species that evolved into unique varieties found nowhere else on Earth. Imagine walking through lush landscapes filled with extraordinary flora, including the fascinating umbrella-shaped dragon's blood trees. These trees, which get their name from the deep red sap they produce, are not only striking, but have also been part of ancient cultures for their medicinal properties. The isolation of Socotra Island has allowed these plants to thrive and develop into distinct forms, showcasing the wonders of evolution and biodiversity. Scientists are studying this unique ecosystem to learn more about plant adaptation and conservation, making it an exciting spot for both researchers and nature lovers. Who knew such a wondrous variety of life existed in one hidden corner of the world? Did you know that cats can't taste sweetness? Unlike humans and many other animals, cats lack the taste receptors for sweet flavors. Instead of enjoying sugary treats, these fascinating felines have a unique ability to taste ATP, which stands for adenosine triphosphate. ATP is vital in living cells because it's the biomolecule that provides energy. For cats, this means they can sense the energy content of their food more than the sweetness. This adaptation is quite handy for their natural hunting lifestyle. It helps them focus on high-protein diets that support their energy needs. So the next time you offer your cat a piece of dessert, remember that it won't catch their interest. Instead, they'll be more excited for a piece of meat or fish. Isn't it amazing how different their taste buds are compared to ours? Binge-watching trivia awaits in one video. Did you know that all 724 fascinating facts from parts 1 to 4 have been compiled into a single video for your viewing pleasure? This extensive collection weaves together trivia that ranges from mind-boggling science discoveries to incredible historical anecdotes, making it perfect for both curious learners and casual viewers. Whether you're settling in for a cozy binge-watching session or simply want some captivating background entertainment, this video has it all. Imagine soaking up a wealth of knowledge effortlessly while you relax on your couch. It's like having a trivia night with friends, but from the comfort of your home. So why not hit play and let this delightful compilation take you on a roller coaster ride of information? Get ready to impress everyone with your newfound wisdom. Did you know Sam Snead won over 80 tournaments? This might surprise you, but Sam Snead holds the record for the most official tournament victories in golf history, with an astounding total of more than 80 wins. Snead, an American professional golfer who dazzled fans from the 1930s through the 1980s, was renowned for his smooth swing and natural talent. His career spanned several decades, during which he not only showcased his prowess on the greens, but also became a beloved figure in the sport. Snead's wins include notable championships like the Masters, which he claimed 3 times, proving his ability to compete at the highest levels. What's remarkable is how his style influenced countless golfers who came after him, making his legacy last beyond his playing days. Golfing's fans and newcomers alike often find inspiration in Snead's achievements. So the next time you hit the greens, remember the incredible journey of Sam Snead and aim for your own record-breaking moments. Did you know dolphins breathe more efficiently than humans? While humans only replace about 15% of the air in their lungs with each breath, dolphins are incredibly efficient, replacing approximately 90% of the air when they surface. This remarkable ability is vital for dolphins, as it allows them to maximize oxygen intake while they're submerged. Dolphins spend significant amounts of time underwater, sometimes diving for minutes or even longer in search of food or while navigating their environment. By quickly exchanging stale air for fresh oxygen, they ensure they have enough energy for swimming, hunting, and even socializing. Their unique lung structure and breathing technique, known as apnea, help them hold their breath while minimizing the time they need to surface. This adaptation not only enhances their survival in marine habitats, but also demonstrates the wonders of evolution. So the next time you take a breath, think about how dolphins have evolved to thrive in their underwater world. Hard to believe, but North Koreans are shorter. On average, North Koreans measure about 4 centimeters or 1.57 inches less in height than their South Korean neighbors. This surprising difference is largely linked to factors like malnourishment and varying economic conditions. North Korea struggles with food shortages and poor nutrition, which can greatly affect the physical development of its citizens. In contrast, South Korea enjoys a more stable economy and better access to a balanced diet, leading to healthier growth rates. Height is not just a matter of genetics, it reflects a society's health and well-being. The daily lives of North Koreans are heavily influenced by economic hardships, which can stunt growth during childhood, a crucial time for development. These stark differences in average height illustrate the broader impacts of socioeconomic conditions on human health. It showcases how external factors can shape physical characteristics over generations. Could we see these gaps close in the future as conditions change? Let's uncover the truth about smelly feet and cheese. Did you know that the same bacterium responsible for your stinky feet is also the one that gives certain cheeses their strong aroma? This bacterium, called Brevibacterium, thrives in warm, sweaty environments and loves to feast on the dead skin cells found on our feet. When it breaks down these cells, it releases compounds that create that distinct odor we all recognize. Interestingly, the same process occurs in some fermented cheeses, like Limburger, where Brevibacterium contributes to their pungent smell. This connection highlights a fascinating overlap between human hygiene and gourmet food. So, the next time you catch a whiff of smelly cheese, remember it's just a bacterial party, similar to the one happening in your shoes. Isn't it wild how nature links our everyday experiences in such unexpected ways? Believe it or not, this student wore jeans 330 times. In a remarkable experiment that started in September 2009, a brave student decided to put his jeans to the ultimate test. Over the course of 15 months, he wore the same pair without washing them a single time. That's a lot of wear and tear, and you might wonder how those jeans managed to stay relatively clean. To find out, a textile scientist got involved, conducting tests on the jeans for bacteria before and after they were finally washed. The surprising results revealed that the bacterial count showed very little change. This experiment sparked a lot of conversations about hygiene and the way we think about clothing care. It challenges our usual cleaning habits and raises questions about what makes our clothes truly dirty. Is it the visible stains or just the presence of bacteria? Perhaps our washing machines aren't always necessary. This wild experiment offers a fresh perspective and may make you rethink how often you do laundry. Did you know HIV started with chimpanzees? This intriguing fact highlights the complex relationship between humans and wildlife. Researchers believe that the human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, which causes AIDS, originally came from a virus found in chimpanzees. The story begins when humans hunted these animals and came into contact with their blood. The virus, called simian immunodeficiency virus, SIV, made a leap from chimpanzees to humans, adapting and evolving along the way. This crossover likely occurred in Central Africa, where hunting and exposure to animal blood were more common. Understanding this origin story is essential because it sheds light on how zoonotic diseases can jump from animals to humans, explaining the importance of wildlife conservation and public health. As we learn from HIV's beginnings, protecting animal habitats and promoting safe hunting practices are critical steps in preventing similar outbreaks in the future. So what else could we discover about the viruses that cross the species barrier? What if I told you yawning cools your brain? That's right. When you yawn, you take in a big breath of air, and this deep intake can actually help lower the temperature of your brain. This cooling effect is important because a cooler brain can lead to improved alertness and cognitive function. Imagine sitting in a boring lecture or feeling sleepy at your desk. A good yawn might just refresh your mind. Not only does it bring in oxygen, but it also helps to regulate your body's temperature. So the next time you find yourself yawning, especially during a dull moment, remember that it's your brain's way of saying it needs a little boost. Instead of just being a sign of tiredness, yawning plays a key role in helping you feel more awake and focused. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies have such clever ways of keeping us sharp? Is it really true that death row inmates face secrecy in Japan? In Japan, the life of a death row inmate is shadowed by an unsettling mystery. Their execution dates are kept secret. This practice adds a heavy psychological weight to their already dire situation. Imagine living each day with the knowledge that your life could end at any moment, yet having no idea when that moment will come. For inmates, this uncertainty creates immense anxiety, as the lack of a clear timeline makes it nearly impossible to find any sense of closure or peace. Some have spent years waiting in limbo, grappling with thoughts of their fate while confined to isolated cells. The government's policy aims to maintain order and prevent potential unrest, but it raises ethical questions about the mental toll on those awaiting execution. While many countries have moved towards more transparency in their judicial systems, Japan's approach continues to evoke global concern and dialogue. How can society balance justice and humane treatment for individuals facing the ultimate punishment? Most people don't know this, but Denmark's flag is ancient. The Dannebrog, Denmark's national flag, is believed to be the oldest flag still in use by an independent nation, dating back to 1625. This striking flag features a bold white Nordic cross on a vivid red background, symbolizing Christianity in the country's maritime heritage. Legend has it that the flag fell from the sky during a battle, inspiring Danish forces to victory. Over the centuries, the Dannebrog has become a powerful symbol of Danish identity, celebrated during holidays, national events, and even family gatherings. It's not just a flag, it's a living piece of history connecting generations of Danes. Each time the flag is raised, it tells stories of bravery and tradition that have shaped the nation. So the next time you see the Dannebrog fluttering in the wind, remember you're witnessing a remarkable piece of history that has stood the test of time. Why exactly does the polar vortex freeze our winters? The polar vortex is a swirling mass of cold air found around the Earth's poles. When it's strong, this vortex keeps freezing temperatures confined to the Arctic. However, sometimes it weakens or becomes unstable, causing chunks of that frigid air to break free and move southward. This can trigger serious cold snaps in regions far from the poles, as we saw in 2019 when a polar vortex event sent temperatures in the U.S. Midwest plummeting to a shocking -50 degrees Fahrenheit. These extreme weather events can disrupt daily life, strain energy resources, and even cause hazardous travel conditions. So next time you shiver during winter, remember it might just be the polar vortex rearranging itself and sharing its icy breath with places that aren't used to such extreme cold. Isn't it fascinating how our weather patterns can be influenced by something so distant? What if I told you Nebraska has only one armed force? This unusual choice sets Nebraska apart from all other states in the U.S. Rather than having multiple branches of the military, Nebraska streamlined its defenses by deciding on a single armed force. This decision shows a unique approach to governance and military organization, focusing on efficiency and clarity. Established by the state, this one-of-a-kind force is tasked with protecting the region while avoiding redundancy. It reflects Nebraska's commitment to a more streamlined military structure, which can lead to more effective training and deployment of resources. This model asserts that sometimes less is indeed more, promoting a sense of community and shared responsibility in defense. As the only state with such a distinctive military arrangement, Nebraska gives us a fascinating glimpse into alternative governance models. Could this unique approach inspire other states to rethink their military organizations? Can you imagine that your eyes share traits with eggs? It's true, the human eye contains proteins quite similar to the proteins found in egg whites. This fascinating link means that both can react in a similar way when exposed to hydrochloric acid. Picture this. When hydrochloric acid meets these proteins, they change from their typical liquid state to a solid one. This process is known as coagulation, and it's what happens when you cook an egg, another example of science at work in everyday life. Understanding these reactions not only shines a light on the unique biology of our eyes, but also connects us to common kitchen ingredients. So next time you crack an egg or blink your eyes, remember, both are products of amazing proteins reacting to changes in their environment. How cool is that? This might surprise you. A brave call for help. On April 8, 1945, a prisoner at the Buchenwald concentration camp made a daring move that would change the course of his fate. Using a makeshift radio transmitter, he sent a desperate plea to the Allied forces, hoping for rescue from the horrors he faced. In an extraordinary show of urgency, the U.S. Army received this message just 3 minutes later. They assured the prisoner that help was on the way, urging him to hold on. This vital communication was a spark of hope in a dark time, motivating the Allies to act swiftly. Just 3 days later, the brave men and women of the U.S. Army arrived and liberated the camp, saving countless lives. This remarkable event highlights not only the resilience of the human spirit, but also the importance of communication in times of crisis. How many other stories of courage remain untold? You might be surprised by Robert Carter III's bold choices. Between 1791 and 1803, this American politician made a remarkable decision to free all 400 to 500 of his slaves. Carter didn't just stop at liberation. He took a compassionate approach by hiring many of them back as workers and emphasizing the importance of education. This was a radical stance during a time when most people accepted slavery as the norm. Carter faced significant backlash for his actions, including opposition from his own family and neighbors, who viewed his decision as betrayal. In fact, tensions escalated so much that there were attempts to tar and feather him, leading to his eventual expulsion from his home. Despite the challenges, Robert Carter III's commitment to justice and equality set a powerful example in the fight against slavery, making his story one worth remembering today. Here's a wild fact about Vietnam's incredible celebration. Each year, Vietnam holds a unique festival known as the Festival of the Population, a lively event that honors its vast and diverse community. This vibrant celebration showcases the rich culture, traditions, and contributions of various ethnic groups that make up the country's population. From traditional music and dance to colorful costumes and delicious local cuisine, the festival is a feast for the senses. Visitors can enjoy engaging activities like folk games and art exhibitions that reflect Vietnam's cultural heritage. What's remarkable is that this festival not only promotes unity, but also raises awareness about social issues impacting communities. With its upbeat atmosphere and community spirit, the Festival of the Population truly embodies the heart and soul of Vietnam. Don't miss out on the chance to experience such dazzling festivities. Surprisingly, it's a fact that wedding veils can be this long. In 2018, Maria Paraschiva made headlines by setting the Guinness World Record for the longest wedding veil, stretching an incredible 22,843 feet, which is approximately 63.5 football fields. Imagine that length flowing behind her on her special day. This stunning veil was not only a statement piece, but also a testament to dedication and creativity, as it took a team of people to help her manage such an impressive length. Maria wore the veil at her wedding in Romania, making it a truly memorable occasion. The veil, adorned with intricate designs, symbolizes the beauty and tradition of weddings worldwide. While the record reminds us that love can inspire remarkable feats, have you ever imagined how such a long veil would be walked down the aisle? It's a fantastic blend of imagination and passion, creating a delightful story that inspires couples everywhere. Guess what really drives Japan's vending machine craze? Vending machines in Japan are not just for snacks and drinks. They also serve up gourmet cakes made with the freshest ingredients like fruit and rich cream. Imagine strolling through a bustling street and stumbling upon a machine that lets you grab a delicious slice of cake without waiting in line. These desserts are packaged specially to ensure they stay fresh and mouth-watering, making them a perfect treat for anyone on the go. The convenience of these machines is remarkable, particularly in a fast-paced culture where time is precious. Instead of heading to a cafe, you can satisfy your sweet tooth with a delectable cake from a machine. Whether you're craving a rich chocolate cake or a light fruit tart, there's something for every dessert lover. Have you ever thought about enjoying gourmet desserts straight from a vending machine? Did you know insects can sing like crickets? Stridulation is the fascinating process many insects, especially crickets, use to create sound. By rubbing their wings or legs together, these little creatures produce a variety of sounds that can chirp, buzz, or even summon mates. Imagine a warm summer night filled with the rhythmic symphony of crickets calling to each other. The sound is not just for romance either. Stridulation serves multiple purposes, including warding off predators or establishing territory. Interestingly, different cricket species have distinct sounds, much like how birds have unique songs. This ability to communicate through vibrations and sounds plays a crucial role in their survival. So next time you hear crickets singing in the evening, remember, they're not just making noise. They're engaged in a timeless conversation. Believe it or not, cordyceps can control insects. This fascinating fungus plays a unique role in its ecosystem by manipulating the behavior of certain insects, particularly ants. Once an ant becomes infected with cordyceps spores, the fungus takes over its nervous system, directing the ant to climb to a higher location, such as a leaf or branch. There, the ant eventually succumbs to the infection and dies, providing the perfect spot for the fungus to thrive. This elevated position is crucial because it allows cordyceps to spread its spores over a wider area, ensuring that they can infect more unsuspecting insects below. This mind-controlling tactic may sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's a real-life survival strategy in nature. Observing cordyceps in action gives us insight into the complex relationships between species in the animal kingdom and how one organism can significantly impact another's behavior for its own advantage. Isn't it incredible how such a small fungus can alter the fate of these insects,